What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Scorpio Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of October 23rd and November 21st, then you're a Scorpio Sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're talking about love. This is the time of year where everyone's talking about love, so I thought I'd do a tarot reading on the subject. This is not going to be your traditional tarot reading where I say, oh, does this person love you? Do you love them back? No, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about how you interact with love, and I'm going to do a spread that tells us what your general energies towards love are, your general energies towards giving love and receiving love, and how to improve you so that you can bring more love into your life. We're going to be using the Anna K Tarot and the Psychic Tarot of the Heart today, and I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut the deck and get started. Just give me a moment to center myself. All right. Alright, let's get on into it. The first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and this card represents your general energies surrounding love at this time for Scorpio Sun signs. And we have the Tower. I'm getting several things here. Remember, this is a reading for a large group of people, so not everything is going to apply to you, and your goal here is to figure out what these images mean for you specifically. But the Tower generally is about an event, an event that has occurred in your life that was kind of sudden, sometimes unexpected, but definitely life-altering in some way. And the feeling I'm getting here is that for a lot of you, there's been an event. It could be in the recent past, it could be recently, or it could be in the distant past, but there's an event that's happened in your life that has caused you to maybe rethink what you feel about love. Maybe it's caused you some pain that's you've stored with you, that you've kept with you, and that you've allowed to affect your love relationships. I also want to state that when we're talking about love here today, we're not just talking about romantic partnerships. I'm also talking about love for everyone, for your family, for your friends, for your coworkers, for your pets, for the strangers you meet on the street. We're talking about just love in general and those loving relationships in general. So I do feel as though there's been some sort of an incident that's kind of changed your perception on love, and maybe has forced you, or no, it hasn't forced you. This is a choice that you've made, but it's caused you perhaps to make the choice that maybe love is something that is dangerous, or something that is painful, something that brings sudden change. And Scorpios, we don't like change that much, right? So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from that, generally speaking, your relationship with love. So let's look at the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, because it's going to tell us how we can improve this situation, what we can do to improve our attitudes towards love. And we've got the solar plexus chakra. Can you see that? There we go. Alright, so I think the way to improve, the way to move forward, is to get back on the horse, right? The solar plexus chakra governs action. It governs what you do in this world. And I think this card is saying that you need to get back on the horse, right? You've fallen off perhaps in the past, and it was painful, and you did some damage, but you're not going to go anywhere if you don't get on the horse again, because you don't want to walk the rest of the way. Does that analogy work for you? So I think that what this card is saying is get out there, experience, love again. Don't be so afraid to show your love. Don't be so afraid to receive love, because it's not. It doesn't have to be a painful thing. In fact, it's one of the most purest feelings in the world is to give and receive love. Not one of the most. It is the most, the purest, the best feeling in the world is to love and to be loved. And if you're going to be holding back because of a past event, you're going to be missing out on one of the greatest things life has to offer you. So I think this card is saying that you need to get up, dust yourself off, and get back in there. Basically is what it's saying. Look at the fire yellow here and the fire here. I see a correlation here. Fire, it destroys, but it also transforms and it brings new. And I think that's what we got here. We have the destructive element of fire, but then we've got the creative element of fire too. So it's a cycle, right? It all happens in cycles, and there's no timeline, right? Don't worry about time, and we'll talk about that later. But don't worry about time. There's no timeline for any of this. All right, let's go on over to this side of the reading. This card represents your general energy surrounding giving love. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Give me a moment to go into this card. I'm kind of getting the feeling of giving love when it suits your needs, rather than giving love to give love to another person. Now, of course, this is a general reading, and this is not going to govern all your relationships, but I do feel as though for a lot of Scorpios, as far as giving love at this time, there's kind of a little bit of a wall where, I will give love to you if it suits my best interest, if it helps me. And I think that's kind of, it's not the best thing, right? We want to give love unconditionally. We want to give love for the sake of giving it, not because we're going to get something in return. And I think this could be kind of a result of the Tower card. Maybe in the past we've given love to somebody and it hasn't been reciprocated, so now we're on our guard. Now we're back into the ego. Whereas, before we were hurt, we're giving love from the heart, right? Just giving it freely like we did as kids. But once a hurt happens, then the ego mind starts to say, I don't want to get hurt again, so I'm going to be a little bit more guarded. I'm not going to give love unless it helps me. And I think that's kind of selfish, and it's not good. What we're striving for is the unconditional giving of love for no other reason than to give it to another person so that they can be uplifted in some way. So I think that's kind of, it's your fault, but it might be the product of things that have happened to you. But it is a choice that you've made, and it's something that if it's a choice you've made, you can undo the choice. So let's see what this card has to say. This card represents how you can improve in the area of giving love. And we've got the Control card. Can you see that? There we go. It looks like control is a big issue here. I think you want to control the love that you give out. You want to dispense it to the people you think are worthy. And like I said, only in instances where you're going to benefit from it. And I think what you need to do is release a little bit of control. Realize that you can't just control who you give love to. That's not good. You should give love to all beings, all things. Ideally, that's the point of ascension, is to learn unconditional love for all things in this universe, no matter what you think about them or what they think about you or what you're going to get out of the deal. Unconditional love is unconditional, and you just send it out. And I think the desire to control how you dispense your love in a strategic way feels more like a general on a battlefield than pure love, right? Than a cherub with a bow would. Just firing indiscriminately. Anyway, I digress. So what I'm trying to say is release some of that control. It's you're trying to over control everything, and it's not serving you in the matter of giving love. Make sense? I hope so. All right, let's move on over to this side. This card represents your energies surrounding the receiving of love. Oh no. We've got the Devil card. Give me a moment with this one. Highly addictive is kind of what I'm saying. I get the feeling that maybe, when love comes to you, you get kind of addicted to it and dependent on it. And maybe even taking it for granted. And I think that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here is one of kind of one-sided here. You get it, right? I don't want to insult anybody. I'm a Scorpio too, and I see myself in this reading. But I get real, guys, and I get the feeling that a lot of us will receive love and we'll take it for granted. We'll expect it from that person always, and we just when it stops, we'll get very upset and we'll get very depressed because we deserved it. We always had it, and we deserved it. But that's not the case necessarily. Love, it comes and it goes. And if you are dependent on it for your own happiness, if you're dependent on another person's love for your own happiness, there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems. You need to love yourself fully. And I think that's where it probably stems from, not loving yourself enough so that you're looking for someone else to fill the void when that void should be filled with self-love. And then any other love you get on top of that's an added bonus rather than, something that's needed. I hope I'm making sense. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. If I don't make sense to you, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to re-clarify. When I have the time to think it out and type it out, I generally make my point a little bit more clear. So that's kind of what I'm getting, the Devil card here, being addicted to love and taking it for granted and expecting it always, and then kind of getting depressed when it doesn't come because of a emptiness inside of us. So this card should tell us how to improve the situation, how to improve the way that we receive love. And we've got embrace. And I think the image here is pretty self-explanatory. Embrace your place in this universe. If you realize your potential, your power, the love that's inside of you for yourself and for all things, and you have that connection with Source, and you're getting that Source download every single day of unconditional love, then you're not going to be addicted to anyone's love. You're not going to need anyone's love. You're going to be emitting love. And I think in order to receive love better, you have to be connected. You have to understand who you are and what you are. If you don't have that connection to self, you're always going to be looking for something in the outside world to come and complete you. But if you will understand who you are and what you are, where you came from and where you're going, through your Source connection, meditate through Source, then you're not going to there's no holes to fill, okay? Rather, your cup is going to fill over, and you're going to have to give love to other people because you have so much love for yourself and for others. And so I think that's the way forward is connecting to Source. And as you can see in this picture, this guy's connected to Source, but he's also well grounded to the earth. So I think that's also what it takes to break free from the chains of the devil, from needing love to feel happy, is to be grounded and also connected to the highest realm, which is the Source energy. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, well, it's time for you to do some research. Okay, I can't explain it all now. I wish I could, but I want to keep this video relatively short. But meditate. If you don't have a meditative practice and you feel some sort of emptiness inside of you that needs to be filled with other people's love, then you are a prime candidate for meditation, for doing a daily meditative practice. All right, so looking back as a whole, now that we see all the cards, definitely feel as though something in the past has changed your perceptions. Something in the past has kind of knocked you off the horse. And what you need to do to get back in the game is to get back on the horse and be willing to take chances. Be willing to be hurt again. Only this time when you are hurt, realize that it was a lesson that was supposed to be learned and not someone trying to destroy you. Okay? As far as giving love, I do feel a little bit of control here. I think you're trying too hard to control who gets your love, and, almost thinking about it logically. Like, if I give this person love, they're going to give me X amount of love back, so I guess it'll be a good investment. No, that's not how we need to do it. We need to give unconditional love. We need to relinquish that control. And as far as the receiving of love, I think a lot of us are probably don't have a healthy attitude towards it. I think we feel like we're entitled to the love that we've been getting, and we get addicted to it, and we get dependent on it, and we don't realize that we are beings of pure love, and we don't need outside love to exist, unless it's the love of Source, which we absolutely need, but we're always connected to. But so yeah, in order to fix that problem, we need to get connected with who we truly are. Spend time bringing Source energy down through meditation, and you will not need the love of another person to feel happy. Trust me on that. All right, Scorpio friends, that's the reading for love. I hope that made sense. I know I was speaking in kind of abstract terms for a little bit there, but if you need any clarification, let me know. Remember, this is a general overall reading, and not everything's going to apply to everybody. So if you want a specific reading where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. You can go over there, and you can check out the different tarot readings that I offer to help you through any issue that you may have. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know. It lets me know that you got something out of it, so I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, want me to clarify anything, put those in the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. And maybe if you're feeling extra frisky, you can hit that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I release a video so you don't miss anything. All right, Scorpio friends, I wish you luck in your love endeavors. You got this. It's just going to take a little work and you'll be fine, okay? So leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.